Well, we find ourselves today just outside of Chicago here, taking in the views. And if we look up here, we can see Baha'i Temple. The reason for recording today's video is it is the last day with my car, the 2020 Civic Sport Hatch CVT. So to start this little send-off video, a reason why I'm getting rid of it, well, we've got another car that's being freed up in the family and I'll be taking that over. So in the meantime, I figured it's better to let this one go to a different owner. As noted prior, I am 6'9", so sitting in here is a bit of a headache for me. But anyways, let's take a look. So again, this car has about 48,000 miles. I've driven it since new, and let's just kind of see how has it held up. And it's had a lot of city driving and a lot of highway driving. So it's a good, healthy mix. You can see here, these are not the original tires, but brakes are original for a lot of braking and everything. Rims are pretty good. The biggest issue I will mention is I've had a lot of problems with these low profile tires. Notice that I do have the cheap budget option, and that's because the factory ones kept puncturing on me to the point where I said screw it and I bought a new set. Low profiles, it's an interesting one. But we go out here, the paint's held up remarkably nice. I have waxed it every year and this car has sat outside. It is dirty, it has not been cleaned. This is just how it's supposed to look, driven normally. Guess I'll do a quick little tour here. We'll do a little in-depth video. So, it's all been cleaned out. These are the factory floor mats, never used. The car will be sold with them. It does have, actually pretty cool, nice full jack sets, and under the floor mats here is a full, I guess you could say, small size spare, but at least they have one, because nowadays they just give you a filler kit. You've got capless fuel. Not a huge fan of it, but I guess that's the trend nowadays. We open up the rear of the vehicle. Very sparse, but it gets the job done. Technically, you could seat 3 people in here. And if you just grab these tabs, these seats will fold down. They won't go all the way because my seat's really far back. But you can put both of these down. You can get really large items in here. So that's actually really cool. And they just snap back when you're done. These do have rubber floor mats. They are from Honda, and I think they've done a great job over the course of 3 to 4 years. So next, I guess we have a little shot of the interior. Do note the installed weather guards. These are from Honda. You could get other ones, but I wouldn't trust the quality as well. They set me back about $200. Tint is also added to this car. From the factory, I would say that there's no tint and it feels almost like there's no privacy. So, getting inside here, this is how it's kind of held up. It's a little dusty. My wheel's okay, but what I noticed is a lot of the times people's fingernails will make a scratch here. This is very easy to scratch, and once that happens, it's kind of game over. Besides that, I've always driven in this one spot, because again, I am really tall. I will typically just hold it like here, and you can see after 40,000 miles, almost 50,000 miles, the material itself is starting to come off. So I can imagine that with another 100,000 miles of driving, things are not going to look so nice on the steering wheel. But it is nice that they did wrap it, because I know some of the other models have plastic. Got your little center entertainment screen. It's okay, it's obviously a dust magnet, catches a lot of scratches, but it works fine. Got your little shifter area, also a huge just magnet for any kind of dust or dirt, and that's just in the wild how it's going to hold up. Again, nice rubber mats, used as they should be. No garage door opener, not in the sport trim, so I did have an aftermarket one just hanging up there. You can still see the little imprints. Very standard though. Little headrest here you can open up. Like that, you can pull it out, but I'm doing this one-handed, so excuse me. like so. Snaps right back in, goes back up. Let's take a look here. What are we looking at on the clock? We just hit it 2 times to get into the pre-start mode. Once is just accessory. Gauge lights up just a crack over 48,000 miles that I've driven on this vehicle here. Got some music playing. Don't want to get copyright stricken. So clearing everything with the little info button here. You can see we've got about 30 miles, and that's just city driving. And we can go here. We've got our little maintenance. Looks like I've got a trans fluid code coming up or something like that. You got your little turbo gauge. You can convert. A lot of cool little knickknacks features. Here you've got your nice volume, up, down, hanging up, picking up calls. And just some nice auto cruise control, distance keeping, lane keep assist. I've turned all that stuff off. In my experience, it's been very finicky. Also, if you're more scared of those kind of pre-collision warning systems, you can actually turn them off entirely here. You got your lane departure and your traction control, and that's about it. It's a very sparse interior. As we can do, shut it down for now. Go outside, take a quick peek. Kind of get a little look here of the vehicle. Very clean. Again, it has been in 2 collisions, very minor. Not my fault. Nothing you can do, but it's been repaired very nicely. Front wheels look very nice. They've got a little bit of curb rash. That's another problem when you've got a low profile, but the interior of the wells are very nice. Even after hitting a lot of potholes, it's fared really well. Let's kind of take a little look here at what's going on under the hood. This is the 1.5 Turbo Earth Dreams. Just kind of go in order here. Got a lot of big hoses. Got your coolant reservoir. It used to eat a little bit of coolant when it was new, and I had to refuel it a couple times or refill it, but for the past 20,000 miles it's been perfectly fine. Never had to recharge the AC, but I noticed it's getting a little less strong with time. All these hoses are okay. Notice though, this hose here did crack on me. That was covered under warranty around 30,000 miles, but still a little concerning that a hose would break that early. I don't know long term how's it going to hold up. Besides that though, it's dusty, but you know what they say, you want to see a dusty engine because it means nothing's being hidden. Very sparse, very simple. You got like little sensors. Battery, always add a little spray, kind of inhibit the corrosion. Got your little boxes there, all your filters. Brake fluid was replaced. Nothing wrong there. Coming out to the front of the vehicle. I think it's a sharp car. You know, someone's going to buy this, they're going to enjoy it. It's got plenty of life, only roughly 50,000 miles. No problems, no rust, no major damage with the paint or nothing. I think someone's going to be really happy with this vehicle. So now, before we wrap this up, let's start it up, kind of take a peek under the engine. It's a little send-off before I trade it in tomorrow and say goodbye. So, got your nice plated gas pedal, brake pedal, and you hit the button. Let's take a quick peek. And you can hear the GDI injectors making their little sewing machine noise. High pressure. All the belts are running nice except the air conditioning because I do have the windows down. Everything's running nicely. That's about it. I guess you could say it's a bit of an appliance spec for a Civic, but it runs. It's reliable. It gets me A to B, any kind of potholes. And I think it's ready to move on to its next leg in life. All right, take it easy, and good luck to this car.